Now, eighth one. If a leap year is selected at random, what is the chance that it will contain 53 Tuesdays? So, this question you have done in 10th standard. If a leap year is selected at random, what is the chance? See, we know in a leap year there are 366 days. So, 366 days are there. So, if you divide by 7, when we divide by 7, we get 52. That means in 366 days in a leap year, there are 52 weeks. So dividing by 7, we get 52. That means there are 52 weeks and 2 extra days. So 52 weeks are there means 52 Tuesdays will be there. That will be sure. That is sure. So we have to find the probability that will contain 53 Tuesdays. So 52 Tuesdays are sure to occur. And we want to find the probability that there is one more Tuesday in that year. What is the probability for that? That we want to find. So that depends upon these extra 2 days. So we can see what is the probability that these 2 days, extra 2 days will contain a Tuesday. That is the probability we want to find. So for that, these 2 days, what are the possible outcomes of these 2 days? So these 2 days can be, the possibilities are Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So these are the possible outcomes of these 2 days. So these 2 days can be Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So these are the possible outcomes of these 2 days. And in this, how many favorable cases are there? We want to find the probability that these 2 days will contain a Tuesday. So in these, how many favorable cases are there? Here there is Tuesday, here there is Tuesday. See, no other combination, there is Tuesday. So the possible outcomes, total number of possible outcomes 7. In that favorable outcomes only 2. So what is the required probability? 2 divided by 7. So this is the probability that the leap year will contain 53 Tuesdays, because 52 weeks are there. So 52 Tuesdays are sure to happen. And only we want to find the third, 53rd. That means next if these 2 days contain Tuesday, so that leap year will contain 53 Tuesdays. So only that probability we want to find. So here total number of outcomes 7, favorable outcomes 2, so probability 2 by 7. So the required probability is 2 by 7. Now 10th one. How many times must a man toss a fair coin so that the probability of having at least one head is more than 90%? So the question is, how many times a person should toss a coin so that probability of having at least one head is more than 90%. Suppose the number of times the man should toss a coin is n. Suppose he should toss n times that coin, so that probability of having at least one head is more than 90%. So at least one head means, so he tossed the coin n times. So in that, probability of having at least one head means many possibilities are there. At least one head means one head or more than one head can be possible, are possible. So in the n tosses, number of times he tossed the coin is n. So in that n tosses, at least one head. What is the at least one head means? What are the possibilities? It can be one head, 2 head, 3 head, like that, up to extra n times he tossed the coin. So what is the maximum number of heads possible? N. So if you toss a coin n times, maximum you will get n heads. So maximum number. So we want to find the probability that the number of heads is 1, 2, 3, or up to n. So we know the total number of possibility, number of heads can be 0. Sometimes the number of head will be 0. That means there is no head. All times they got tail. So that is number of heads is 0. Or number of heads can be 1. Or number of heads can be 2, etc. Up to n it can be. So because n times the coin is tossed. So maximum number of heads is only n. So these are the possible value of number of heads. And we know the total probability of all these, probability that number of heads is 0 plus probability that number of heads is 1 plus etc. Sum of all these probabilities will be equal to 1. So we want to find the probability of having at least one head. At least one head means one or more than that. That means this all probability, sum of the probability that number of heads is 1 plus probability that number of heads is 2 plus etc. Probability that number of heads equal to n. That probability we want to find. To find that probability, it is enough to find 1 minus, because sum of all these probabilities equal to 1. So this probability, that is probability of having at least one head. This probability is same as, that means sum of all these. That is equal to 1 minus, because sum of all these equal to 1. So only this case is remaining. So if you subtract this case from 1, you get the same probability. So this is equal to 1 minus probability that getting 0 head. That means number of heads is 0. That means there is no head. Number of heads is 0. So that probability we were, see here what is given, find the number of, how many times must a man toss a coin, so we want to find n. If the probability of having at least one head is more than 90%, if this probability is more than 90%, that means this probability, that is 1 minus probability of 0 head, equal, that is should be more than 90%. So this probability is more than 90 by 100. So this probability should be more than 90 by 100. 90% means probability is 90 by 100. So we can take 90 by 100 this side. And what is probability of 0 head? See, if n times a coin is tossed n times, so what is the probability of getting 0 head? That means number of heads is 0. That means all n tosses, they want to get tail. What is the probability for that? Getting tail in each toss. So there are n tosses. For in all the n tosses to get tail, what is the probability? That is this probability. That is 1 minus. So there are n trials. N time the coin is tossed. So all n times they should get tail. What is the probability? See, if the coin is tossed 2 times or 3 times, what is the probability of getting tail in all the 3 times? That is, in one time, what is the probability of getting tail? 1 by 2. And second time to get the tail, 1 by 2. Third time to get the tail, same probability. So if the coin is tossed 3 times, the probability of getting tail, all the 3 tosses, is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. That is 1 by 2 cube. Similarly, if the coin is tossed n times, what is the probability of getting tail in all the n tosses? That is 1 by 2 raised to n. 1 by 2 whole raised to n. That is 1 by 2 raised to n. Because number of tosses is, we are taking as n. Number of times the person should toss a coin is n. So n times he tosses the coin. So this probability is 1 by 2 raised to n. Then we can find n. What will be n? What should be n? So this is greater than 90 by 100. So take 90 by 100 this side. 1 minus 90 by 100 greater than 1 by 2 raised to n. So that is 10 by 100. 10 by 100 greater than 1 by 2 raised to n. That is 1 by 10 greater than 1 by 2 raised to n. Cross multiply. 1 into 2 raised to n. 2 raised to n greater than 10. Now we want to find the value of n, so that 2 raised to n is greater than 10. What should be the value of n? So that 2 raised to n should be greater than 10. We know 2 raised to n should be greater than 10. When n equal to 3, what is 2 raised to 3? 2 raised to 3 equal to 8. When n equal to 3, 2 raised to n is 8. Then, or 2 raised to n equal to 8. If n equal to 4, 2 raised to n, what is 2 raised to n? 2 raised to 4. 2 raised to 4, that is equal to 8 into 2, 16. So 2 raised to 4 is 16. When n equal to 5, what will happen? 2 raised to 5. What is 2 raised to 5? That is 32. That is 32. So when 2 raised to 4, it is 16. This number is 16, that is greater than 10. 8 is not greater than 10, 8 is less than 10. So when n equal to 4 or n equal to 5, n equal to 6, see 2 raised to 5, that is also greater than 10. So for all higher all higher values of n equal to 4, 5, 6, etc. For all those values, 2 raised to n will be greater than 10. So what is the value of n? So that this should be greater than 10. That is n greater than or equal to 5. N can be any number, any natural number greater than or equal to 4. So what is the value of n? Therefore, n should be greater than or equal to 4. That is the answer. So what is the value of n? The value of n is greater than or equal to 4. N can be equal to 4 or greater than 4. Because n equal to 4, 2 raised to n is greater than 10. N is any natural number greater than 4, then also. So n can be any natural number greater than or equal to 4. Okay, that's the answer.